hard inside. I had given up everything for Thomas, my lavish lifestyle, my true identity, my sense of self, all to serve this family like an unpaid servant. And this is what I got in return: betrayal, humiliation, cruelty. What had my baby done to deserve this? I hunched over, clutching my stomach as Margaret and Emily descended on me like a pack of wild dogs. They kicked me again and again, my body racked with sharp bursts of pain with every blow. "Why don't you just die already?" Emily spat venomously. My vision blurred. Each stab of pain dragged me closer to unconsciousness. Just as I was slipping away, I heard a sudden commotion outside, followed by the sound of the door being kicked open. Finally, I thought someone had come to save me, but I was wrong. It was only the beginning of another nightmare. Lila, dressed in a pristine white dress, walked in, her face streaked with tears. Behind her came a crowd of people, cameras flashing and phones held high like a frenzied mob. "Thomas's mistress, show yourself!" Lila's shrill cry pierced my ears. Forcing my eyes open, "Lila?" Margaret and Emily froze, clearly not expecting Lila to show up before their plan was fully executed. Rushing to Margaret's side, Lila began wailing dramatically. "Aunt Margaret, you have to stand up for me." Then, she strode directly up to me, tears streaming down her face as she played to the cameras. "Thomas and I were in love for 4 years. I thought we were meant to be. But when I came back, I found that this woman had seduced him in my absence and destroyed everything we had together." Suddenly, a loud slap cracked across my face. My head snapped to the side and I tasted the metallic tang of blood pooling at the corner of my lip. "This is what you deserve for wrecking someone else's relationship." Lila's voice was trembling with rage. "I'll let the world see how shameless people like you really are." Everything was happening so fast, I could barely process the chaos around me. My mind was blank. "You're lying. I'm Thomas's wife. You're the other woman," I screamed back, my voice hoarse from the pain radiating through my body. "Lies." Margaret was the first to jump in, her voice sharp and accusing. "The Roberts family doesn't have a daughter-in-law like you." Our marriage had been private, a secret between Thomas and me, known only to his family. Margaret had always resented me, and now she was determined to drive me out of their lives to make space for Lila. Of course, she wasn't going to defend me. I shook my head desperately, trying to hold on to a shred of my truth. But Margaret's cold, sneering expression cut through me like a knife. "She's just the daughter of our housekeeper. She grew up working in this house, and Thomas, well, he was young and foolish. He didn't know better and got tricked by someone like her." I opened my mouth to protest, but I couldn't push out a single word. My voice choked in my throat. Infuriated by her words, Lila's entourage erupted in anger. Rotten eggs, spoiled vegetables, and even used condoms were hurled at me. Their shouts echoed around me like relentless strikes against my soul. "How dare you call Lila the mistress, you shameless liar!" I was thrown onto the cold floor with a jarring thud that stole the air from my lungs. The impact shocked me, the ache in my body momentarily clearing the fog in my mind. I curled into a ball trying to protect myself, my voice trembling and desperate as I cried out, "Stop! Don't!" My mother, in a fury, threatened to freeze all my credit cards, repossess my car and house, and leave me with nothing. But at the end of the day, she's still my mother, and I'm her only child. No matter how much she says otherwise, I know she could never truly watch me suffer. All these years, she's been quietly supporting Thomas behind the scenes. Thomas didn't earn his position as vice president through his own merit. It was my family's influence that paved the way for him. Yet, he walks around completely convinced of his own abilities. At one point, my father laid out a condition. If Thomas could show unwavering loyalty to me throughout 5 years of marriage, they would accept him, and I would finally be able to reclaim my real identity. I'd been planning to tell him everything once I confirmed my pregnancy.